Hi guys, Tracy here. I'm just going to share with you guys what came in the Studio Calico February kit, which was called Front Row. This is the main scrapbooking kit, and I'm doing this really quickly because that's some freckled fawn washi tape with the ombre effect on it. It's really wide. Some Studio Calico wood veneer arrows and geotags. I'm going to be doing this one quick because I am also going to share my leftovers and what I created with this kit. So in the future, I will be doing slow kit reviews, like just regular speed. There's a Studio Calico Cityscape stamp that came in the kit, and then these really nice cardstock labels that are die cuts, some My Mind's Eye enamel dots that are exclusive to the kit, and then these are K & Company little clips in two different colors and two different shapes. And then this is a Pebbles envelope, and this is a little strip of really wide ribbon. And then some of the cards that come in the kit. That's just a summary card that talks about what's in the kit. And then there was an advertisement card. These are some remarks letter stickers. They're not thickers. So I just kind of am going to put aside all my packaging, and then I'll show you the papers. So the kit always comes with 4 pieces of cardstock, and those are the colors for this month. And then it also always comes with 8 pieces of pattern paper. And so that's the main kit, always has 4 cardstock and 8 pattern paper. I think this is Seen and Noted by Pebbles, and this is Tim and Beck. This one is American Crafts, I believe. This one is Basic Gray, I think. Yep. That's a piece of vellum with a chevron arrow print on, or just a chevron print on it from Studio Calico. This is Basic Gray. And those are the papers. Then I got add-on number 2, which is, I think this one is called Popcorn. I got Popcorn and Matinee. I can't remember which is which. I think it's Popcorn. So it comes with this exclusive stamp from Studio Calico. These are Teresa Collins buttons, which are really cute. Love those. A ampersand badge, flare badge by Studio Calico. Those are Jenny Bolin label stickers. These are Snap letter stickers, 3 of them. Glitz Designs paper garland. Some freckled fawn. Speech bubbles, wood veneer speech bubbles. Some vellum speech bubbles by Studio Calico's company called Twine and Ink. Jenny Bolin pattern paper. I think that's My Mind's Eye pattern paper. Basic Gray pattern paper, and Snap or Simple Stories or something. There's Maya. And now this is my second add-on. I usually only get 1 add-on, but this month, I don't know what I was thinking. I had a lot of stuff to use up this month. More freckled fawn washi tape, another stamp from Studio Calico. I'm not a huge fan of this stamp. And another set of labels from Jenny Bolin, more of those Snap letter stickers, a set of really nice thickers in the journal font, which is one of my favorite fonts, and they're glitter foam, some heart stickers. I don't know what that paper was. This is a paper color conspiracy. I love the wood grain on that one. I don't know what this is. Maybe Echo Park lines and stripes. This is a Basic Gray.
Hi everyone, this is where
and here I start.
The leftovers from my February kit, which is called Front Row, and I'm not going to share I keep all my Project Life stuff separate, so I did get the Project Life kit, but I'm going to share my leftovers from the scrapbooking kit and the Popcorn and Matinee add-ons. And this is just a little card that they're sending. It's like a little summary card, and I love having this. It's great for videos so that I can kind of remember the names of the add-ons. So I'm going to share with you guys my leftovers. I have a lot of leftovers, mostly embellishments, so I'm always confident that I can use up embellishments. And yeah, so lots of wood veneer leftovers and lots of geotags, which I usually use a lot of the geotags, just so that you get a sense of how much is in this box. It's a little hard to see. Lots of the wood veneer speech bubbles, which I plan to use on cards. I don't use speech bubbles quite that often these days in layouts, and lots of geotags and arrows that I can easily use in Project Life and in scrapbooking layouts. So I have no qualms about having these left over. I'll be happy to use them. This washi tape, which I loved, I could not figure out how to use on a layout at all. I just wasn't inspired to use it at all, but I love the ombre effect, how it goes from green to blue. It's just really, really pretty, but I just couldn't get it on a layout. So I'm gonna hang on, look at the amount that you get too. I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to use it eventually. It's just I haven't been able to yet. I used it in Project Life and I used it in a bunch of cards, but yeah, I'll keep working on that. This star washi tape was awesome. I used a lot of it. It's gold, but it's kind of like a coppery gold. It's a nice warm gold. So this was really awesome and I'm happy to have it. I think it's freckled fawn. And then this washi tape, which you don't get nearly as much of, was also really fun. I don't think I used it, but I really love it. And I think it will look quite nice with the Lucky Charm collection because it's got that nice navy blue color in it. So anyways, I don't remember what other colors are in Lucky Charm, so I don't know for sure that it'll match, but, or coordinate. Of course, the stamps are great to have as leftovers. This is the Project Life stamp set, which I really like. It's got some fun phrases and stuff. This overheard one is really good for when you have kids. I do a lot of like quotes from my kids, so that's good to have in little arrows and stuff. And then these, I really didn't like the font so much. It kind of reminds me of computer font, and I don't know, I just don't love that. And these are weird arrows, like they've got ends on them instead of arrows, and then this one has arrows on both sides. I don't know, this is a weird stamp set. I didn't love that. I like the phrase, let's go on an adventure, and this is how our story begins, but I don't love that set. And then this I love, and I used it a lot, and I will continue to use it a lot. So I love cityscapes. So those will go into my stamp sets. I have a variety of enamel dots left over, which are, have become staples in my supplies, so I will gladly use those up in future layouts. Little tiny snippets of the Glitz paper garland. So these will probably make their way onto Project Life for me. I'll put them in my little dish. I just keep a little dish here of things I haven't put away yet. My goal is that I'll use them before I ever put them away, but if they're still there in a week or so, I just get rid of them. Put them back into where they belong in my stash. Some Jenny Bolin label stickers. I didn't use any of these. I might put these in a giveaway. I've got a giveaway coming up to celebrate 3,000 subscribers and 100 process videos. I know, 100 process videos. That's so crazy. But yeah, anyways, I've got some stuff on order that hasn't come in. It's taking forever, so I'll do that later. You'll hear about it when it happens. So these I'll put aside because I'll probably put them in that giveaway. These letter stickers, did I use these? I think I used one of the blues. Yeah, the other ones I really didn't use. I'm not a huge fan of these colors. Oh yeah, I used some of the red ones too. I'm not a huge fan of these colors. They're just a little bit too warm or something. I don't know. I like the green and the blue, and I like the red. Oh, I like the yellow too. I don't know. I didn't use these very much. They're the snap letter stickers. So I don't know what I'll do with those. Didn't use this pink trim at all. It's pretty, but I just didn't get to use it. Didn't use these Smash these things, clips, at all. I like them, but I didn't use them. Oh yeah, there was another stamp set. These are cute. Love You More with the handwriting and documented. And I like these triangles, so those are cute. I'll put those in with my stamps. This is those buttons are by Teresa Collins. Yeah, these buttons are really cute, and that's just the thing that came with them, so I can put those in with my buttons. A bunch more of these vellum speech bubbles, which I'm still working on the vellum arrows that came in December's kit, I think. Like, look at all of them. And I've been using these, and there's still tons of them left. So I think the speech bubbles are probably going to have to go in their own little dish, and maybe they'll make their way into a giveaway, because I can't use that many speech bubbles. Anyways, I will keep those together. I have a tiny little scrap of the black, this is something else, of the black ribbon, like the pink. I didn't use these at all. They're too light. And this is the label for the enamel dots that I already showed you. I have a couple of these labels and partial labels, not many of these left over. So 3 full labels and 1 partial. Put those in with my Project Life stuff. I'm sure I'll use them up there. So those are the embellishments. I used plenty, oh, there's part of a queue. I used plenty of these because they're my favorite letter stickers, the journal font. And so I used these a couple of times, and I'll have no problem using those. These letter stickers I used once in Project Life, and I don't love them. They're not cut very well. I like the Sotheby font for thickers, but they're just not cut very well. Look at the E's, they're kind of jaggedy, and even, like, nothing is very clearly cut. Anyways, that's a little bit disappointing. Like, look at the S's, they're really not very nice. So, I might give these to my kids or something, I don't know. I've got a lot of little scraps, some of which will go in the garbage because if they're just too tiny, I'll keep this chevron because it makes a nice border. I'll keep this because I love this paper. I love both sides of it, the yellow and the kind of layery. This is a Tim and Beck paper. So hang on, let me move some of this other stuff out of the way so that you can see exactly what I have left. So a couple of just little strips. I mean, these will just go in the garbage. I'll put them on the floor right now. I think I'll just put that in the garbage too. These little things are, I keep these kinds of things just because they're nice little snippets to put in Project Life or in little different places. This paper, I love both sides of it too. So that'll go in my scraps. This will go in my scraps. I have a lot of this paper, which I like both sides of, so I might cut these up and put them in with my tags and stuff. I love this paper, but I didn't use much of it, so I'll put this in with probably with my black scraps, because I like this side of it better than that side. And then I have a little tiny bit of this wood grain left, which I loved, so I used it all up. And a couple more snippets of that basic gray paper, and more of that yellow stripe, which I love. A piece of white cardstock left over, a piece of this super bright green cardstock. So they'll go in with I keep my Studio Calico cardstock. I just stick it all in one place, and then when I need to do some cameo cuts, I pull it out. This much of this basic gray chevron, which I love, and then it has this pink Scotch tape look on the other side. And then some more of that, which this makes a nice grounding because it's dark, so this makes a nice element on paper, but I also really like that. I have a full sheet of this, which is a grid paper from Basic Gray. It has this kind of wonky orange circular pattern on one side, but I love using ledger paper for background, so I'll put this in with my ledger paper. I still have lots of this chevron. I'm not a huge fan of these white and colored polka dots, so I think I'll put these, I don't know where I'll put that. Not a huge fan of this. I might just put this in the garbage, although sometimes I run low on true red, so I might keep it just for that. couple more snippets of my favorite wood grain, so I'll hang on to those. Some more snippets of this paper, which I really like, by Studio Calico. So I'll hang on to those for the strips and for the yellow background. A strip from the Tim and Beck. And yeah, these are just like those manufacturer strips, so I'll probably just get rid of those. And the cat wants to play with them. And yeah, so, and then that's just a picture I didn't get to scrap. So my box is empty. Those are the leftovers from this kit. I'm gonna get those out of here so I can make room for my layouts. And Maya dear, you're going to have to move. There you go. Keep in mind you're on YouTube before you start licking your butt there, Maya. Okay. All right, so these are my layouts in reverse order because I didn't bother with I'm kind of doing this on the fly. So this was made almost entirely with the kit. There's a process video that's currently converting right now. There's 3 hours left in the converting process. 2 hours left. So yeah, it takes a long time to convert videos. So you'll see the process video of this one. I added these 3 enamel dots after the process video was over and the camera was turned off, so that's the only different thing on this. And this was using almost entirely the kit. The only things that are not from the kit are the letter stickers and this washi tape here. And there. So that's that one. This one was almost entirely not from the kit. So this is using the On Trend collection from Crate Paper, and the only thing from the kit were some of the embellishments. So I used some of the Arrow wood veneer from Studio Calico and some of the Lawn Fawn wood veneer speech bubbles, and this trim here is also from the kit. The rest of it is all from On Trend, and the background is American Crafts cardstock, which I love that color. Then there's a process video for that too, and it's going to convert after the other one, so maybe sometime this year it'll be up. There's a process video on this one, and this one is, I think, almost entirely from the kit. There's a couple little things like the doily and the Pebbles note card and this other Pebbles card. This sticker is from my stash. This is from my stash, but it's from a previous kit. And the red paper is from my stash, and these letter stickers are also from my stash. And I used gold thread on this one, which I love. I've been using gold thread on everything. I made some cards with it. It's really cute. And then this is another wedding layout. Pretty self-explanatory. It's almost all from the kit, except a couple of things in this cluster, like this is an L Studio little tag. I'm not sure if these enamel dots were from the kit or if they were from my stash. Yeah. But I think most of this is from the kit. Especially I love this vellum. This is like the prettiest vellum. I want to show you this up close so you can see. Look at how pretty that is. My camera doesn't know what to focus on. There. Anyways, it's like a chevron vellum. It's really pretty. Whoops, you guys aren't supposed to see that. Yeah, that was something I did for a magazine. Gotta get back. I have a process, so there's a process video for this. There's also a process video for this one. I guess the notable thing about this one is that I incorporated my travel agent's card, which was quite tropical, so I just put this cityscape over top of it. And this is taxi cab sprinkles, which are yellow, but they look gray. They look green on a gray background, so that kind of worked well because there's green in this layout too. And I cut cues in order to make these brackets because there were no brackets in this font package. And I wish I had outlined this arrow in black marker just because it would stand out a little bit more. There are 3 arrows layered there. And yeah, So that's that. This Amy Tangerine die cut was from my stash, and this was from an old kit, but most of this stuff is from the kit. And most of this is from the kit. I think all of this might be from the kit. This was the first layout I did with this kit. And so it has like a sewn border strip that's kind of pulled up, and some heart punches, and these are the letter stickers that came in the kit. Yeah, so there's that. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, 6 layouts, but this one was mostly on trend, so I'd say maybe like 5.5 if you're being real honest about it. 5.5 layouts. I also did a number of cards, but I don't think I used the kit for most of them. Oh, there's one card that I totally knocked off of the this card here was on the Studio Calico. I think it was on their blog. It's from one of their design team cards, and I just thought it was such a cute use of both the washi tape to make it look like there's kind of like this glowing. So I just put the washi tape this way and this way on the card, and then I just stamped this onto a piece of overhead transparency and cut it out. And then I just stamped some of that triangle stamp that came in the kit. And I mean, this is not my design at all, so I wasn't really gonna show it, but so I made a couple of those, and I pulled out my Mr. Huey's, some of my old Mr. Huey's that are different colors, and just did some stamping, and some of these didn't turn out all that great, but I was just kind of playing around, so I cut it up and made cards out of it, because I was just kind of playing around with resists, more for like future scrapbooking reasons than for actually making cards, but I used thanks stamps so that I could make cards out of it if I wanted to, and I did. And then I made these cards not using the kit at all. So these didn't use the kit, and this didn't use the kit, but this is just other things I did this month. This was inspired by something that was on the Lawn Fawn blog a while ago, quite a long while ago. So I just got this stamp set in the mail this month. So, and then this is from, I think it's from Echo Park, from a paper pad, a 6x6 paper pad. And then I just stamped the, this is, what am I trying to say here? This is a cardstock that came in a card kit from Studio Calico a while ago. And then I just used Hero Arts Tide Pool ink on it, and it's kind of gives it a tone-on-tone effect. And then I just used some Stampin' Up! Craft paper and a Stampin' Up! Embossing folder and a Stampin' Up! Edge to do that. And then I sewed along it and put a little bird on the inside. So I made a couple of those. I already gave some of them away. And I also made a couple of these. This is using a paper tray ink stamp set, bits and buttons or something. And I just cut the sentiment out into a banner and put some buttons on. These are Stampin' Up! Buttons. And I cut a piece of banner paper from Echo Park and just lined it with my marker just to show the difference between the two pieces of paper. And I sewed around the edges. And then I made this card for my sister. I made 2 of them. One of them I sent to her. And it's just using one of those MFT girls, and I paper pieced her together. I sent the nicer one to my sister already, but it's just a plain card other than that, with a little thing inside. And then this is kind of disappointing because I wanted to use up these feathers. They were taking up space in my storage bins, and I knew I had more wood veneer coming from this month's kit that I'd want to make room for. So I wanted to get rid of all of the feathers, and I saw this. I think this was also on the Studio Calico web. This is not my design at all. I totally ripped this off of somebody, and I wasn't planning on sharing it. That's why I didn't write it down. But anyways, I just thought I'd show you guys because I did run into a problem with this just not drying. Like, I don't know if it's still not dry. I used the Neon Hero Arts inks that look like this. And this is like 3 days later, I put these on here and the paper sucked up the ink. And it sucked it up there. And it seems to be dry now. Like, oh look, it's still making a mark on my finger. This was weeks ago that I did this. And so they're just not drying. This one didn't smudge. This is the only one that didn't. But this one smudged. And this one smudged a lot. So I don't know what to do about that. I mean, I guess I just have to restamp and put another sentiment on it. But I thought I'd just warn you guys that the Hero Arts neon inks don't dry very well. So that's what I made this month. Thanks for watching.